So the market bounced a little bit. Is this the bottom? I'm sure a lot of you are wondering that right now and have this question burning inside your mind. In today's video, we're going to be addressing that. We're going to get you prepared. And we're also going to be looking at some opportunities that y'all should be keeping in your radar. Y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the Nasdaq futures, and so far we're looking good. We're looking good. The line held. It was very nice to see the line from 2021. That line of support at 16,700. If you look at the 5-minute, so we dipped a little bit. Right, we dipped just a little bit into the open, and then after 15 minutes we immediately started to spike, and then it formed a bullish pendant intraday and broke out at noonish. A very lumpy kind of breakout, but the possibility of us going to 18,700 tomorrow, highly likely. I wouldn't be surprised for us to see that again. I told y'all watch the overall markets for either a doji or a bullish hammer on the daily. So we got a doji. The volume looks good. We got 1.12 versus Friday's 1.17. A little bit lower than Friday's. All right, but it looks good. It looks good. We just need. The only thing that I'm not too sure of is, are we going to see this thing just spike like this immediately, where it's gonna be nice smooth sell from this low, or are we going to play games first before we bounce upwards? So that's something to consider. All right, but long term, this is not looking terrible at all. Like, the only thing on my mind is all this money to be made right here. That's the only thing on my mind when I'm looking at these charts. Now let's check out the VIX and see how that one's looking. I warned you guys about how it would open up near 60, and it jumped. Again, because of the weekend sell-off, this thing actually jumped all the way up to 60 pre-markets. And then this is the little pullback that we had in the Nasdaq before the massive spike from that fake news, apparently. This is it right here, and we peaked at 55, chopped a little bit throughout the entire day, and closed a little bit in a weak fashion. From this point forward, I think a fade is expected. A fade all the way back down to 18. That's what I think. It happened before right here, and the drop on the VIX was quite rapid. It only took like maybe 2 weeks. So that's what I'm expecting to happen very, very soon this time around. Now, the stock for this video that I want to share with all of you, I'm gonna use this opportunity as an educative piece for those of you who may be new to the market. The stock is CRM. All right, now I want to share this one with y'all because, again, all of the tech stocks have been demolished. This is Salesforce, and Salesforce dropped all the way down to this level of support right here at around like 237, 240. Okay, now it held, and the second reason why I want to share with y'all is because of the candlestick pattern on the chart. The combination of these two right here, all right, that is called a bullish piercing candlestick pattern. When you see this along with massive volume, especially on that green candle, I like it because it closed at the halfway mark of the red candle, like the middle of the body and above. That's what we want to see. That is the confirmation that the pattern is actually occurring, as you can see right here. Again, if you just look it up, bullish piercing candle, you will see multiple examples of it. Now, there's good news and there's bad news. We're gonna get to that. All right, so this is, again, y'all see this thing, right? Y'all see it, y'all can read it. 50% line, we close above it. That's what we want to see. And we open below the candle. This is a piercing bullish candle. And it happens usually after a massive downtrend like this. So the good news is this is the outcome that we might see, where the next candle we just gap up and then we immediately start going all the way until Friday. Immediately. That's like the best case scenario. That's if the market is really generous to everybody who bought calls. All right. Now the worst case scenario is right here. Let me see if I can make that bigger. There you go. All right, worst case scenario is this. We have the piercing candle pattern right there, and then we cook sideways and we play games all the way until like near the end of the week before we have this massive move the week afterwards. All right, so that's the good news and the bad news for this specific candlestick pattern. So definitely keep this one on your watch list along with the other tech stocks that we're going to look at shortly. Now, let's do an update on app, because app was looking good. Again, I shorted it right here on Friday, and then out the gates, I told you guys, when something gaps in our favor, I immediately sell half. So this is 834. I ended up getting rid of half right here at 208. And then when it started to really go past like 212 and breaking above the pre-market highs, I got out of it completely at 847, right? Just to chase Amazon for a day trade. Amazon was actually going, and when Amazon broke above the pre-market high, I was looking at QQQ and the SPY, and then they put out that quote-unquote fake news that caused the market to spike. And this was just a simple day trade from 174 all the way up until the 180, 179-ish. All right, so now, is it done yet? Obviously not. We're seeing money flowing into the indices, into the futures after hours. Let's check out Amazon real quick. Waiting for it to load. All right, so Amazon is there. There is a structure on there, I think. Yes, there is. Not the cleanest, but it's definitely there. The volume at the close is quite convincing. All right, and this, if you look across like a lot of the tech stocks, you will see this trend happening. It's even on CRM if you missed it. The breakout occurred right here, and right now it's opening up higher. Tomorrow, I think it could hit 184. Could it go a little bit higher than 184? Maybe. But then again, remember, the good news and the bad news. Is it going to play games before running at the end of the week, or is it just going to go straight up? At this point, I'm not bearish on anything because we are so low. I'm looking for bullish opportunities. This video is a bullish one. All right. Now, the next stock that we're going to look at is semiconductors. NVDA. And NVDA also same thing. Structure. This one was quite strong. Like it went all the way up to 101. Formed the bullish pennant and then broke out in after hours. Another stock in the semi sector announced a buyback program, meaning the company agrees to buy back its own shares. And typically what happens after that is like, I don't want to say it almost solidifies the bottom, but more often than not, it kind of solidifies the bottom. Other stocks, like the only stock I can remember that have done this before is Meta in like at the end of 2022 when it was all the way down to like 170. All right, they did that, and then that one went on the meteoric rise. So is it gonna happen with AVGO? No, highly likely. I don't want to say highly likely, but it's possible. All right, but yeah, where is this thing going to go? 105. That's where I think it's going to go. A retest of 105 if the market isn't too lumpy. The last stock that we're gonna look at into this video is going to be Reddit. All right, and with Reddit, again, congrats to anybody who shorted this one last week when I was making videos about it. The gap at the bottom got completely filled. All of the shorts should have gotten paid. Like your last exit supposed to be in this candle right here. If you wanted to be extra greedy and get out at the very final moment, right there at like 8:45 or 8:50, that should have been your exit, and just to get your money out of the puts before you turn bullish. All right, do I think it's gonna go lower? No, I wouldn't be short in here because target, the gap already got filled, and this is the point where we're supposed to try to make a move back up. All right, that's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guba and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.